Welcome everyone. My name is Chef Ray and I'm coming to you from Publix Aprons Cooking School in Plantation. We're going to be sharing some great recipes with you today. We're going to be making a homemade hummus. You can find this recipe at SoFlo.com. So let's get started. Enjoyed that, guys. Have a great session. My name is Chef Ray. I'm with Publix Aprons Cooking School. For more great recipes, check out SoFlo.com. Take care.
Hi yogis, my name is Carolina from the Yoga Joint. We're here live from the beautiful Flamingo Gardens. Welcome to the WOW SoFlo event powered by T-Mobile, Publix, and Body Armor. And thank you Mind Body Social for the opportunity to be part of this event. Let's go ahead and get started for our yoga class in the back of our mats in our child's pose. At the Yoga Joint, we start with our toes touching. Our knees are separated mat distance, and walk your hands outside in front of you and melt your chest between your thighs. For the purpose of the clarity of my voice, I will stay on a seated position. Take a slow, deep inhale, and a slower, deeper exhale. Allow the consciousness of your breath to serve you as a grounding sensation, to bring you to the now, to the present moment. Letting go of everything that you had to do to get here, and letting go of everything that you will have to do once you're done. But rather use your breath to keep you present. Maybe gently rock your head side to side, massaging your forehead on the mat. Or if you're in a seated position with me, just rock your head, stretching your neck. On your next inhale, start to activate your child's pose, walking your hands a little further away from you, coming up on the fingertips, like if you're playing a piano, lifting your wrist. And if you're seated, reach your arms up. And on your exhale, walk your hands towards the right, finding the left side body stretch. Feel the right side body compress as you expand the left side. On your next inhale, come back through center. And on your exhale, walk your hands towards the left. This time we explore the stretching sensation through the right side body. Come back to center and set your intention. An intention could be something that you want for yourself to bring you closer to a better version of yourself. An intention could be something that you want to offer for others. Or I would like to invite you to keep your intention open for what it is that you need, rather than what you want. On your next inhale, we rise up to tabletop. Place your hands directly under your shoulders, your knees directly under your hips, and we prepare for our cat-cows. Take a deep inhale, drop your belly, Open your chest, your eye gaze goes up, your tailbone goes up. And on your exhale, round and curl. Bring your tailbone in, round your upper back, bring your chin towards your chest and push away from the floor. Inhale, open your chest, drop your belly, lift your tailbone and maybe tuck your toes and push away from the floor. Exhale and tuck the toes, tuck your tailbone, lift your upper back, round. Continue with your cat-cows at your own pace. Continue to create that connection of your mind, your body, and your soul. We're warming up the spine, preparing for us to gain mobility through our practice. And when you're ready, we take this to a dancing lion. It's a big organic movement, taking the whole space on your mat. There is no right, there is no wrong dancing lion. I will invite you to close your eyes and really connect with the sensations of your body rather than worrying about how it looks. Find those sticky points and gain mobility there. And we'll meet back in our tabletop for our wrist stretches. Rotate the palms so the fingertips are pointing towards your knees, your forearms are facing forward. And gently rock back so that you can find a forearm stretch. Our wrist joints are not weight-bearing joints and we will use them a lot through our practice. So we might as well set them up for success, stretching them. Flip the palms so the back of your hands is on the mat. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle your thumbs. Open and close your fists, maybe rock side to side. Bend your elbows, bring your chest down, and push away from the floor like on a push-up. Toe stretches, tuck your toes, bring your knees to touch, your thighs to touch, and shake your hands by your side. Interlace the hands to the webbing and a figure 8. Take a deep inhale. And on your exhale, push away from your chest, rounding the upper back, bringing the chin towards the chest. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, lean towards the right, finding the left side body stretch. Pull your left shoulder back and your eye gaze look over towards the left. Keep your neutral spine, so engage your core to help you. Back to center, re-reach, and lean towards the left. This time finding the right side body stretch. Come back to center and back bend of your choice. You can place the hand behind your head, lifting your chest. You can put a cactus arms. And lastly, your head hangs heavy. Come back through center all the way to tabletop and pat out your feet. Get some blood flow through your toes. And we prepare for our right side, eye of the needle flow, bringing the right arm forward, bicep by the ear. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, come down. Inhale as you come to the top. Exhale down. When we do these big circular movements, we're finding mobility in our shoulder joint. It's really good to keep the synovial fluid move with movement, reverse your direction, and keep our healthy joints. On your next inhale, we all meet at the top. Inhale, reach higher. Use the left hand to push away from the floor so that you can find a deeper thoracic spine twist. And on your exhale, thread your needle. See how far you can bring your right hand away from you. And see if you can come to the back of your right shoulder blade and your skull. You can bring the left arm forward, bring the bicep by the ear, or you can keep it by your chest to help you push away from the floor. If you bind, bring the left hand behind your lower back towards the inside of your right thigh. And if you take a balance challenge, lift your left leg up. Gently release, reverse. Re-reach the right arm up. Right side, balancing tabletop. Right arm forward, left leg back. Inhale, engage your core, find a neutral spine. And on your exhale, round and curl knee to elbow. Inhale, reach up, half moon. Right hand directly under your right shoulder and kickstand your right foot for balance. Open your chest, stacking your shoulders, stacking your hips, reaching your left arm up, your eye gaze follow. Streamline, bringing the bicep by the ear. And if you have a quad stretch, bend your knee and grab your left ankle. Gently release, knee down, side plank, bringing the left foot towards the back of your mat. Right up for gate pose. Reach the right arm up and back as you glide your left hand down your left leg. Cartwheel the hands down towards the front of the mat. Tuck your left toes, right knee to nose. Right leg sweeps back and up for one-legged dog and explore. We're now finding mobility on our right hip, the same as we just did with our shoulder. Be mindful of actively pushing away from the floor with both hands evenly so you're not sinking on your left side. Right leg sweeps back and up. Right knee to nose. Right leg sweeps back and up. One-legged dog. And this time square your hips. So flex your toes and inner spiral your thigh. Right knee to nose. Right side lunge. On your lunge, you want to lift your torso so only the fingertips can reach the ground. Engage your core, elongate your spine. Reaching your crown forward. Lunge twist. You can use a block here to keep the left hand inside of your right foot as you open your chest towards the right. And we take this to water wheel, or you can stay here. You can bring the left knee down for balance and exalt your water wheel. Counter the twist. Bring the right hand inside of your right foot, opening the chest towards the left. Ground your back foot and rise up to warrior two. Strengthen the right leg. Pivot the right toes to face towards the left. Inhale, reach your arms up. And on your exhale, fold. For wide-legged fold. Walk your hands outside in front of you for a wide-legged dog. You can pigeon toe your feet so the toes are inwards, your heels are outwards, and this help you protect your knee joints. You want to keep your knees directly under your hips, so if you're slightly too forward or too back, find that adjustment. Start to walk your hands directly under your heart. Flip the palms so the fingertips are pointing behind you. Bend your elbows, bend your knees, and use your biceps to pull the crown towards the ground. Rounding the upper back. And bring in the chest through your thighs. Gently release, place the hands directly under your heart. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Place your hands on your hips and rise up with a flat back. Warrior two, open your arms parallel by the side. Bend your right knee, your right toes are facing forward. Our knee tends to pull inward, so externally rotate your right hip so that you can keep your hips, your knees, and your ankles aligned. And at the yoga joint, we take 3 pumping warriors. So inhale, reach your arms up, strengthening your right leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach up, find strength. Exhale, let go, warrior two. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Flip your palm, reach forward, and reverse your warrior. This is a side body stretch, so be mindful that you're not sinking on your lower back. Cartwheel the hands down to frame your right foot. Bring your left knee down for low crescent lunge. Knee down, crescent lunge. Reach the arms up, bringing the biceps by the ear. Keep pulling your hips forward and down, and find a back bend of your choice. Bring your hands down, shift your hips back for half splits or reclining thunderbolt. If you're in reclining thunderbolt, you can place a block under your right hip and sit back. I'm staying on half splits. So you can use blocks here, keeping your right leg straight and flexing your toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And on your exhale, fold. Hinging from your hips, bringing the chin towards the shin. You can stay here or you can walk your hands over towards the right for a deeper IT bend stretch in our knee down steer. Walk your hands back to center. Shift your weight forward towards your right foot, pyramid pose. Your back foot comes about 2 feet distance from your right foot at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Try pulling your right hip back, your left hip forward. This is a straight-legged fold, so only go as far as you can while keeping the integrity of the pose. Plant your palms, shift your weight towards your left foot, sweep the right leg back and up for one-legged dog. Down dog, adjust your stance, maybe walk your dog, bending one knee, feeling the opposite leg stretch, and alternating. Gently bring both knees down for tabletop. If you have a towel and you need to dry your sweat. This time, left side, eye of the needle flow. Reach the left arm forward, bicep by the ear. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, down, back and up. Inhale as you come up. See if your eye gaze can follow your hand. This will help you find thoracic spine mobility while also working on your shoulder joint. Reverse the direction. We all meet at the top. Inhale, reach your left arm up. And on your exhale, thread it through. This time, see how far you can bring the left hand. And any variation that you explore with on the other side, explore with it here. If you took a bind or a balance challenge. If you're taking a balance challenge, either flex or point your toes, but keep your leg active. Gently reverse. Re-reach. Left side, balancing tabletop. Left arm reaches forward, right leg kicks back, find a neutral spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round and curl, knee to elbow. One core cultivation. Inhale, lengthen, half moon. Left hand directly under your left shoulder, kickstand your leg for balance support as you open your chest towards the right. If you streamline, bringing the right bicep by the ear, or if you took a quad stretch, this time grabbing your right ankle. Gently release, knee down, side plank, place your right foot towards the back of the mat, and rise up for gate pose. Left arm reaches up and back so that you can find the left side body stretch. Cartwheel the hands down to frame the front of the mat. Tuck your right toes, left knee to nose, left leg sweeps back and up for one-legged dog, and explore. We're finding mobility now on our left hip. Open and close it, bend your knee, rotate your ankles, and mindfully push away from both arms equally. Left leg sweeps up, shift your weight forward, left knee to nose. Left leg sweeps back and up, square the hips, flex your toes to point down towards the ground, inner spiral your thigh. Shift your weight forward, left side lunge. If you use a block on the other side, place the block on the inside of your left foot, bringing the right hand down and the left arm up. You can stay here, or if you took a water wheel, you can bring your knee down for support, keeping your torso twisted, and exalt your water wheel. Counter your twist, bringing the left hand inside of your left foot, opening your chest towards the right. Ground your back foot and rise up for warrior two. Straighten the left leg, left toes face towards the right. Inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, forward fold. We're preparing here for our shoulder stretch, so if you need a strap or towel, grab your strap or towel. Place your hands on your hips and rise up with a flat back. Interlace the hands behind your lower back. Take a deep inhale. Find a back bend, pushing your hips forward, opening your chest. And on your exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Bringing the crown towards the ground. Hi, friend. Letting your head hang heavy, your shoulders hang heavy, and maybe rock side to side. One more breath here. Without slingshotting, gently release your bind. Place your hands under your heart. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. And the second set is a yogi's choice. At the yoga joint, we have yogi's choice for all the times that you can get a more advanced pose, or for you to stay and find stillness on your pose. I'm going to cue you through a frog pose. If you have an inversion, handstands, forearm stands, this is a great time to play. On your frog pose, you want to keep your knees at a 90-degree angle from your hips, and the same with your ankles. So if your heels are too close to each other, push them away and flex your toes. Allow the top half of your body to simply surrender, and use this time to catch your breath. I can use it for that. Two more breaths here. Wherever you are, start to make your way back to a wide-legged fold. Place your hands under your heart. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Place your hands on your hips and rise up with a flat back. Open your arms by your side, parallel to the ground. Pivot your left toes to face the front of the room and find a warrior two. Bending your knee, this time externally rotating the left knee. 3 pumping warriors. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Warrior two. One more. Flip your front palm, reach forward and exalt your warrior. Find the left side body stretch as you glide your right hand over your right leg. Cartwheel the hands down to frame the left foot. Bring the right knee down for knee down crescent lunge. Reach your arms up. Keep pushing your hips forward and down so that you can now explore with the left hip stretch. Your hip flexors tend to get a lot of tightness and stress, so this feels really good. And find a back bend of your choice. This is a very nice view here. Come back to center. Shift your weight back for half splits. If you use blocks to help you support, inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. This time pull the right hip forward and the left hip back as you bring your chin towards your shin. If you took a knee down, steer on the other side. This time walk the hands over towards the left and let the pinky side edge come down towards the mat. This feels really good on an IT band stretch on the left hip. Come back to center, shift your weight forward, pyramid pose. Your right foot comes about 2 feet distance from your left at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. And keep the focus of pulling your left hip back and right hip forward so that you can keep a neutral spine. Ground your palms, shift your weight towards your right foot. Left leg sweeps back and up for one-legged dog. Down dog, adjust your stance. And come down to tabletop. Walk your hands outside in front of you for puppy pose. And we prepare for our back bend series. So if puppy pose is not available for you, you can use a block and place it under your forehead so that you can bring the forehead down towards the mat. You want to keep your hips over your knees as much as possible or slightly forward. If this variation is available for you, then lift your eye gaze forward, bringing the chin towards the mat. Gently release, coming all the way down to your belly, bringing the elbows directly under your shoulders for Sphinx pose. Your forearms are grounded on the mat, your palms are open wide, and externally rotate your wrists so that the thumbs are pointing forward. Untuck your toes and have one big tail. Push away from the floor with the top of your feet and lift your eye gaze up. You're pulling your hips towards your elbows. And if you want, you can take this to seal pose, strengthening the arms, finding a deeper back bend. Gently release. Bring the forehead down towards the mat. And we prepare for our Cobra series. So place your hand directly under your shoulders. Untuck your toes. If you have lower back issues, I will recommend you to keep your feet separated hip distance. Otherwise, bring your feet to touch. Use the top of your feet to push away from the floor so much that your kneecaps lift from the ground. Engage your quads. Pull your elbows towards one another, opening your chest. And on your inhale, rise up. If you want to see how strong you are, lift your hands from the ground and maybe lift a little higher. One more breath. And gently release. Bring the left ear towards the mat, bend your knees, and rock side to side. The second set for a lifted cobra. If you're not there already, this time separate your feet hip distance. Walk your hands to frame your lower ribs. Push away from the floor with the top of the mat, with the top of your feet. And rise up. This time using about 20% of the strength with your arms. One more breath. And gently release, bringing the right ear towards the mat. Bend your knees and rock side to side. Feeling the relaxation of your lower back. The third set, it's a yogi's choice. I will do bow, so bend your knees, grabbing your ankles. And on your next inhale, kick into your hands and rise up. Keep pulling your knees towards one another and keep holding the breath through the whole circle. Keep holding the pose and keep breathing. I said that backwards. And gently release. Coming all the way down to child's pose. Bring your knees to touch, your thighs to touch, and come to a child's pose on the back of the mat. When we do this child's pose with our thighs touching, we create space in our lower lumbar, and this feels really good to counter the back bends. On your next inhale, we rise up to tabletop. Tuck your toes and hover your table, lifting your knees about 2 inches from the mat. Turbo dog, shift your hips back, bringing the thighs to the chest. Down dog, strengthening the legs. And we prepare for our first vinyasa. Shift your weight forward to plank. Plank is a full body engagement pose. So zip up the quads, you're up on the tippy toes, on the ball of your feet. Find a neutral spine, so if your body's tucking up, engage your tailbone, engage your core to tuck your tailbone. Push away from the floor so the upper back is rounding. If you need to bring your knees down for support, bring the knees down. Shift your weight forward, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Up dog, scooping your chest up. Untuck the toes. Down dog. Fire walk your feet towards the front of the mat. And hang heavy. You can place your fist between your feet to keep your feet separated hip distance. Maybe bend your knees so that you can create a connection of your thighs with your chest. And very slowly start to ragdoll up one vertebrae at a time. All the way up to our mountain pose. Roll your shoulders up and back. Keep a neutral spine, engage your core. Feel the ground and sensation of your feet with the ground and your hands by your side. Keep reaching your crown towards the sky and feel the energetic, powerful line through your spine. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive, lead with your chest, come all the way down. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. One more, inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bring your feet to touch, your knees to touch, your thighs to touch, and bring your arms up for chair pose. Bring in the biceps by the ear, keeping a neutral spine. We tend to stuck our butt out here, so engage your core and find that neutral spine. Maybe look at your toes. If you can't see them because your knees are covering them, shift your weight back to your heels. Hands to prayer by your heart, and twist towards the right, bringing the left elbow to the inside of your right knee for twisted chair. Since we are at the Flamingo Gardens, I'll cue you on how to get a flamingo here. So look down towards your right pinky toe, shift your weight towards your right foot, and bend your knee, your left knee, lifting your left foot from the ground. That's a flamingo. Gently release, come all the way down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to chair pose. Hands to heart in prayer. This time we twist towards the left. Bringing the right elbow towards the outside of our left knee. And if you took the flamingo on the other side, this time we look to our left pinky, shifting the weight towards our left foot. Lifting the right foot. Whoa. Bending the right knee. Yes. Gently release, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more, inhale, lengthen. Plant your palms, walk, jump, or float back for a vinyasa. We're all meeting in our down dog. Bring your feet to touch, right leg sweeps back and up. Right side, warrior one. Your right foot is closer towards your right hand and your left foot it's at a 45-degree angle. Keeping your right knee bent, reach your arms up. Cactus the arms. Bind behind your lower back. Inhale, pull away from your lower back. And on your exhale, humble your warrior. Bringing the right hand, the right shoulder inside of your right knee. Bringing the chin towards the chest and the crown towards the ground. In poses like this, we're letting our nervous system know that we're in a safe spot and that we can surrender. Awkward twist, left hand inside of your right foot, opening the chest towards the right, reaching your right arm towards the sky. And grab a block and float forward to half moon. You can place the block about 12 to 18 inches in front of your right foot as you kick your left leg back. Open your chest, stacking your shoulders, stacking your hips towards the left. And when you're ready, float your half moon. Whoopsies. Ground back to warrior two. Triangle pose, strengthening the right leg. Reach forward. And when you can't reach anymore, bring the right hand down, the left arm up. You can streamline left bicep by the ear. And if you want to take the double bicep, lift your torso, bring the right bicep by the ear. And reverse your triangle. Bend your right knee, extend it side angle. Bringing the right hand inside of your right foot and reaching the left arm up. One more time here at the yoga joint, we can say this is a yogi's choice. You can stay here or you can play with any variations. If you have a bind, half bind, full bind, bird of paradise, or if you're staying, you can use your elbow to rest on your thigh rather than sinking. Use it for reference and use your core to keep you engaged. If you want to explore with something new, maybe use the towel on your left hand and let's go for a bind. So right hand reaches under your thigh and the left hand puts the towel behind. Once you create that connection, start to open your chest again, pulling the left shoulder back and keep pulling one hand towards the other. Yes. 2 more breaths. Gently release. We're all meeting on our right side, lizard lunge. Bring the left knee down and heel toe your right foot towards the top right corner of the mat. You can bring the forearms down, or if this is too much, you can use a block and place your forearms on the blocks. This is a great time for you to reconnect with your intention. Take a deep breath and come back to the now. Stay in the present moment and practice your yoga, the stillness of the mind. If you fly, if you have any variations that you explore with here, feel free to fly. Two more breaths. It is so nice here. Start to walk your hands towards your torso for a quad stretch. So bend your left knee, reach your right arm up and back, reaching towards your heel, towards your ankle. If you can't create this connection, just flexing your hamstring creates a quad stretch. So be gentle with your body. Be patient. Gently release. Heel toe the right foot towards the center of the mat. Ground your palms, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Right leg sweeps back and up. Bend your knee, look over your left shoulder, dancer's bridge. Come back to center, right knee to nose, right knee to left elbow, kick it out, reverse dancer's bridge. Come back to center, you can take a Caesar push-up, Caesar dog, one-legged dog, right side, pigeon pose. Bringing the right knee towards your right wrist. If it's available for you, bring your chin parallel to the front of the mat. Otherwise, wherever you are, just surrender. Yoga teaches us that we're not a thing. We don't get lost like a bill on an old winter coat. We don't have to go searching for ourselves. We can reconnect with our true selves. And when we practice yoga, we use tools that help us stay connected. So the breath, the conscious breath, helps you to stay in the now. And when you stay in the present moment, you can practice the stillness of the mind. You can let go of those conclusions that we come up as kids or even as adults. We have all this social conditioning. We have all these expectations. We have others' opinions. But when we learn to quiet all of that noise, we can really feel that reconnection with our true self. Start to walk your hands towards your torso. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, right leg sweeps back and up for one-legged dog. Down dog. Bring your feet to touch, left leg sweeps back and up. Left side, warrior one. Your right foot is at a 45-degree angle. Reaching your arms up, bringing the biceps by the ear. Cactus the arms. Bind. And humble your warrior. This time bringing the left shoulder on the inside of our left knee. Reaching the crown towards the ground. The chin towards the chest. Awkward twist. Right hand inside of our left foot. Opening the chest towards the left. Reaching the left arm up. Half moon. If you use a block on the other side, grab a block. Opening the chest towards the right, stacking your shoulders, stacking your hips. Keeping the right leg engaged, keep pushing away behind you. Use your core, use your breath to help you balance. Woo. Gently ground back to warrior two. Triangle pose, strengthening the left leg, reach forward. Left hand down, right arm up. If you streamline, bicep by the ear. And if you took both, lift a little bit. Reverse your triangle. Bend your left knee, extended side angle. And like in the other side, this is a yogi's choice. You can stay if you stay. Or you can bind, half bind, full bind. Any variation, understanding that this is one of the most engaging poses through the whole practice. So truly stay connected to your breath. What? One more breath. Gently release to left side lizard lunge. Bringing the right knee down, heel toe the left foot towards the top left corner of your mat. Fly if you fly, or take any variations that you have on your lizard lunge. Otherwise, use this time of stillness to feel your heart pounding on your chest. Maybe do a quick body scan, relaxing your jaw, letting go of the tongue from the sky of your mouth, relaxing your shoulders, your hips, and your full body. Start to walk your hands towards your torso for a quad stretch. Bending the right knee, reaching the left arm up and back towards your left heel. Gently release. Heel toe the left foot towards the center of the mat. Plant your palms, tuck your right toes. Left leg sweeps back and up for one-legged dog. Bend your knee, look over your right shoulder, dancer's bridge. Back to center. Left knee to nose. Left knee to right elbow, kick it out, flip it. Come back to center, scissor push-up, scissor dog. One-legged dog, left side, pigeon pose. We got the birdies. And like I was saying earlier, we don't really have to go finding ourselves like if we're lost. We rather need to learn how to unlearn some of the conclusions we have grown up with. We have to find the stillness of the mind when we practice yoga. And in this journey, we have to be patient with ourselves. We have to be kind to ourselves. We have to do it with love. Just love ourselves the way we are. And only when we can do this, we will be able to love others and treat others with love, kindness, and compassion. Yoga is a practice, it's a journey. It is an endless learning process. Start to walk your hands towards your torso. Tuck your right toes. Bring your left knee to nose. Left leg sweeps back and off for one-legged dog. Down dog. Walk your hands to meet your feet at the back of the mat and hang heavy. Place your hands directly under your feet so that the toes are touching your wrist crease. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Pull your elbows towards the side, using your biceps to help you pull your chest towards your thighs. Keep pulling your shoulders away from the ears, elongating your spine and your neck. Gently release. Ragdoll up all the way to the top. Inhale, reach your arms up. Swan dive. Walk your hands outside in front of you for down dog. You can place your eye gaze between your hands or slightly in front of you. Walk, jump, or float, however you get there to a seated staff position. Your legs are straight in front of you. Your toes are flexed. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold, reaching towards your feet, your ankles, your chin, whatever is available for you. You can bend your knees. You can keep them straight, whatever feels right for you today. Bringing the forehead towards the shins. And simply surrender. If you have your knees bent, maybe start to strengthen them. And gently letting go of your grip, keeping a C curve on your spine. Start to ragdoll all the way down to your first Shavasana. Oops. On your Shavasana, your legs are open, wide. Your arms are wide by your side. Maybe place your right hand on your heart, your left hand on your belly. Take a deep inhale. And feel your belly filling up. Exhale, let go. Feel your heart pounding on your chest. And allow this sensation to keep you in the present moment. Take a deep inhale, bring your right knee towards your chest. And use your hand to squeeze the knee closer to your chest. Maybe even your right shoulder. And on your exhale, bring your knee over towards the left. Squish your hips towards the center of the mat so that you can find a deeper twist. Open your right arm by your side and your eye gaze follow towards the right. Come back to center and bring both knees to your chest. Give yourself a hug, maybe kiss your knees. And let go of your right leg, keeping your left knee on your chest. And bring your left knee over towards the right. Squish the hips towards the center. Open your left arm by your side and your eye. Come back to center and give yourself one more hug. Maybe rock side to side, massaging your back. And find a happy baby. Open your knees and grab your feet through the outer blade. You can grab your ankles. You can peace finger grip your big toes, whatever variation you have for your happy baby. Just keep your lower back grounded on the mat. Maybe rock side to side, one-legged straddle. Do whatever feels right for your body right now. This is your practice. This is your mat. Release your grip and find legs up the wall pose. In this pose, we're creating a fresh oxygenated blood flow through our legs all the way to our brains. You can stay here. You can place a block under your lower back to help you find a deeper variation. If you have a plow in your practice, bringing your feet over by your head, stacking your hips over your shoulders. You can always use your hands to support your lower back. If you have a shoulder stand in your practice, gently release, bringing the feet down towards the mat, keeping your knees bent, bringing the heels towards the glutes so that your fingers can touch the heels or at least reaching towards them. And since we're in the lunch hour, we want to make sure that we get a good energy boost. So back bends are really good for that. So keeping your knees bent, shift your hips up, bringing the chest towards the chin. Yes, reach it a little higher. Keep pulling your knees towards one another. And gently release. And we take our final Shavasana. You can keep your legs wide, your arms wide. Maybe close your eyes. And allow this time to serve you of a reconnection with your true nature. Allow this time for you to practice your yoga. And you can stay here as long as you can or as long as you want. Once again, we want to thank Mind Body Social for the opportunity to be part of this event. The Yoga Joint will invite you to take the full experience online through our website, yogajoint.com. From my heart to yours, Namaste.